Greetings, Earthlings! I'm Danny Danger, and this is my pull list for June 18th. In Alex plus Ada number 7, we are going to see Ada meet her first human being since she became conscious. What's going to happen with Alex's neighbor? What's going to happen to Alex if Alex's neighbor finds out that Ada is an android? You think your neighbors are nice people, and then they have your android murdered. Sex Crims is back with issue number 6! John and Susie have to deal with what their relationship actually is, and they're going to go further down the temporal orgasm rabbit hole. Temporal Orgasm Rabbit Hole is the name of my new band. The Wicked and the Divine number 1 is also finally out. Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey are back with a story of 12 gods who come to Earth and live as humans for 2 years. And of course, we celebritize them and find out everything about their lives. It's gonna be really exciting. And I'm picking up all 3 variant covers, including the Brian Lee O'Malley cover. Brian Lee O'Malley covers. In Daredevil number 4, we're finally gonna find out. I'm so upset I can't even talk about it. I can't even. In Daredevil number 4, we're finally going to find out what happened to Foggy. It's kind of a tongue twister. I didn't realize it would be when I wrote it down. In The Punisher number 7, Frank has been kidnapped with some American soldiers being held by a drug lord. But my guess is that Frank meant to get kidnapped because, I mean, really, who kidnaps Frank Castle? In Uncanny X-Men number 22, the relationship between the Uncanny X-Men and S.H.I.E.L.D. gets ever more tense. Cyclops is just a little bit closer to figuring out who's making the Sentinels. Is S.H.I.E.L.D. responsible? Or is it one of those Scooby-Doo moments where Maria Hill is really just a guy in the mask? The old man from the lighthouse? In Loki Ragnarok and Roll number 4, it appears that the God of Mischief has everything he wants. He's got power, he's got the freedom to rock and roll, he has beat the pantheon of gods. But will someone trick the trickster? Fame is a fickle friend. In Red Sonja number 10, the she-devil with a sword goes up against a swordsman whose skills are greater than her own. How do you beat somebody who's better than you at something? Throat chopping. I guess the Weird Girls legal department probably wants me to say that I don't advocate throat chopping people. Just so we have that out there in the clear. Powerpuff Girls number 10 sees the Boogeyman and the Rowdy Rough Boys break up a boy band bonanza. They're groovifying people, sending them back to the old days of disco, including the professor, who was, by the way, wearing a Menudo t-shirt to the boy band concert. That's a thing that happened. Legend of Korra patches come out this week, one for every element. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put them on a backpack, or on a jean jacket, or a vest, or on the foreheads of strangers. The time has come to add another Wonder Woman action figure to my collection. I actually really liked the costume from Justice League War. I know a couple haters didn't dig it, but I really liked it, so I'm gonna get the action figure. Also, X-Men number 15, Silver Surfer number 3, Translucid number 3, and Elektra number 3! Ah! Before we respond to some comments from last week, be sure to like this video, share, subscribe, send us your love. We need validation. I have some very sad news for you. And if you're not sitting down, I suggest you take a seat now. We're gonna be on hiatus for the next 2 weeks because we are going to be at VidCon and RTX! Seriously, we won't be here for the next 2 weeks. We won't be putting out videos. Stay tuned to our Twitter feeds, Tumblr, Facebook, all that. We'll keep you updated with what we're doing, but we won't be here. Fanboy Books asked me about my Cyclops ships because I feel very passionately about my Cyclops ships. Let me tell you, I still ship him and Emma. I will go down with that ship. I will be the orchestra playing on the deck of that ship. I love it, but I do kind of ship past Cyclops with X-23. I mean, something needs to be done nice for Laura since she got back from Murder World, for real, Marvel. Both Juan Nunez and Tony Asaro were very upset that Guardians of the Galaxy number 15 did not feature Carol, even though she was on the cover and in the description. I can understand that anger. When I saw all new X-Men cover number 20, like I was just talking about, I was so excited because Laura and Cyclops, Laura Scott, yeah, and then it didn't happen, and I was like, that's not fair! So I feel your pain. However, I do think Brian Michael Bendis' explanation for why she wasn't in that issue was totally legit. I mean, if you're trying to set a hopeless mood or feel, you don't send in your beacon of hope for the entire medium. I mean, every time Carol shows up, Eye of the Tiger plays in your head. You can't feel hopeless while listening to Eye of the Tiger. It's just not possible. So I'm going to let Bendis slide on this one. I forgive you. We can be friends again. I made a note for myself on my script to buy Wolverine and the X-Men Volume 2 because Quentin Quire, people, Quentin Quire. Special thanks to Austin Books and Comics, also, Quentin Quire. What were we talking about?